What's up, guys? Welcome to today's show. Postecoglou has been confirmed as the new manager of Tottenham Hotspur. To be expected. It was pretty close yesterday when I was talking about it, and now that it has been confirmed, my opinion has not changed. Digging a little bit deeper into Postecoglou's career, he is very experienced. He is very good at scouting and recruiting players, especially from the Asian markets and such. So he does have skills that may benefit Tottenham, and also his philosophy with young players is very good. So the academy players from Spurs will probably benefit from his arrival. That being said, I need to echo what I said yesterday. Daniel Levy is a very, very hard person to work with. If Tottenham are going to be successful, it isn't going to be down to bringing academy players through. Recruitment will be key. If this Postecoglou has the eye for talent that it seems like he does have, he'll be able to get gems that don't cost a lot of money, that aren't very well known, and bring them to Spurs, and they will just shine in the Premier League. Similar to what Brighton do, like with Matoma, Caicedo, stuff like that. Will Spurs sell them on for big profits, or will Spurs use these players and build a new team with them? It's going to be interesting. And also, what are Spurs' goals? I mean, obviously they want to get into the top four, but is Postecoglou coming there to win trophies? Spurs don't have a clear philosophy. There are many clubs that want to get into the top four. There's about 8, 9, 10 clubs that want to get into the top four, but that's not elite mentality. Elite mentality is wanting to win trophies, and Spurs don't have that elite mentality. So I'm struggling to understand what Postecoglou, the success that he's going to have, because getting into the top four is going to be very, very competitive. And if Spurs don't get into the top four, it ain't successful. I also hear that, his brand of football is very attractive and attacking. All right, that's cool. But so was Poch's, and in the end, he got sacked. It all fell apart. It all capitulated. So I'm struggling to understand where the success is going to come from, where this perfect fusion is going, because it doesn't seem very perfect to me. And I also want to highlight that Postecoglou was the 5th choice. So everyone's going on about how great he is and how, experienced he is and what he's going to bring to Spurs. But if he was so great, why didn't Daniel Levy have him as the 1st choice? Why is he 5th? Nagelsmann, Enrique, Poch, the Feyenoord manager, possibly even Rodgers, were all ahead of him. So he was 5th, 6th choice. No, it doesn't seem right. Listen, I'm here to speak truth. I'm here to speak rationale. I'm here to speak common sense. And it ain't going to work. Apparently, it's a 4-year contract. It's a 4-year contract. So that does show that they want to commit with this manager. But I've got a feeling that he's a yes man. I've got a feeling that he's just another Poch. And he's going to do whatever Daniel Levy says. And when Spurs are not successful, there's going to be uproar. That uproar is going to be directed by the fans to Daniel Levy. And there's going to be all sorts of, craziness and chaos going in with the club. Fans at war with each other. It's going to get toxic. And I think that Postecoglou is there so that he can steady the ship and try and calm the fans down. Similar to what Wenger was doing when it was toxic at Arsenal. Similar to what Poch was doing as well. So even though Spurs won't be successful, the shining light will be, oh look, the brand of football's good. There's young players in the team. It's a young team. Postecoglou is a good manager. So these will be all diversions from the fact that Spurs are not being successful. So I don't really see how this is going to work. And I think that the fans that do think this is a good appointment are being conned. Because a fifth, sixth appointment as a fifth, sixth choice as manager, that ain't good. And if you really are buying this, you are being conned by the Spurs hierarchy. Now, do I think Postecoglou can win a trophy at Spurs? No, I don't. I think it's too competitive now in this league. There's a lot of top teams with big budgets. Villa are back in there now, competing at the top level with a better coach than Postecoglou, one of the best coaches in the world, Unai Emery. It's very, very competitive now. And if they lose Harry Kane, which it looks like is going to happen, it might not necessarily be a disaster. I mean, look at Dortmund. They lost Haaland, but they still came closer to winning the league than they ever did with him, without him. So it's not, losing Kane might not be the end of the world for Spurs. They could still bounce back. But the history of Spurs, when they've lost their best players, Modric, Gareth Bale, they've gone backwards. They have gone backwards. And Dortmund are a better club than Spurs and a better run club than Spurs with better hierarchy. So I don't know. I'm not falling for this. I'm gonna just keep it real. Let's be honest. Fifth, sixth choice appointment as manager, that ain't good. The levels he has worked at, even though he has been successful at those levels, the Premier League is a massive step up. It is very competitive. And there are a lot of sharks in this league. There are a lot of hungry sharks in this league. And those sharks are going to get bigger. And those sharks are going to get stronger. And those sharks are going to get hungrier. And I don't think that the Spurs hierarchy, I don't think they're sharks. And I don't think Postecoglou's a shark. And I don't think those players are sharks. The only shark they have is Harry Kane. And if that guy's hungry for trophies, he's going to leave. And he's going to go Real Madrid. And he's going to seek his greatness. And, as an Arsenal fan, I don't really give a shit if Spurs are, successful. Spurs are so far behind Arsenal anyway. And the club is run so poorly on the field. Off the field, they're great. On the field, they're run so poorly. So, even if they were to get their first choice Nagelsmann, I still wouldn't see Spurs as a threat. And I definitely don't see Spurs as a threat with their fifth, sixth choice managerial appointment, Postecoglou. Moving on to Harry Kane, yes, the link to Real Madrid is getting ever stronger. Most of the pundits are basically saying this is an opportunity that you can't turn down. You cannot say no to Real Madrid, even though players have in the past. Most notably, Francesco Totti turned them down because of his immense love for his beloved Roma. I don't think Kane has that love for Spurs. And at the end of the day, if they come calling and they sign the likes of Bellingham and they get Mbappe next year, Kane's gonna be at the forefront of that attack for years to come, banging in goals. Forget about the Shearer record. Go and win titles. Go and smash records in Spain. He's already the all-time Spurs top goal scorer. The Premier League scoring record. If that means more to him than the opportunity to go to Real Madrid and win Champions Leagues, La Ligas, Copa del Rey's, Club World Cups, Super Cups, then that is an utter madness. Utter madness. So, most of the pundits and most of the sports media are urging him, not really urging him, but have come to the conclusion that it is an opportunity that you can't really turn down, because Real Madrid are the cream of the crop. Another transfer story, Mac Allister to Liverpool, apparently all but done. And apparently he's quite cheap, 40 to 50 million pound. Liverpool are paying for Mac Allister. I think this is a fantastic deal. I think Mac Allister is a fantastic midfielder. He showed that for Argentina in the World Cup, and he showed that over the last couple of seasons for Brighton, most notably this one. I think Mac Allister is one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. I have him in very high regard. And I think that he's going to bring energy, he's going to bring endeavour, he's going to bring a lot of quality to this Liverpool team. And working under Jurgen Klopp, who is a genius, is going to be fantastic. It's going to be interesting to see who else Liverpool sign. Mac Allister is cheap, 40 to 50 million for a player of his quality. And Liverpool rarely sign bad players. They sign good players. Sometimes they just have bad luck with injuries like Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, but they rarely sign bad players, Liverpool. Their scouting and their recruitment is pretty good most of the time, and Mac Allister is just going to add to that record. It's going to be interesting to see who else they're going to sign, because they probably need another midfielder. I think they need 2 top quality midfielders. I think they need a centre half. Attack is cool. They've got enough forwards. But I think they need a right back. I think they need another centre midfielder. I think they need a centre back, and I think left back with Tomiskis and Robertson, they're cool. But they definitely need a right back, a centre back, and another central midfielder in order to make sure that that squad is strong enough to challenge City next year. And I do think Liverpool will be the closest challengers to City next year, because, you know, they have Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen Klopp is an absolute genius, and Liverpool's such a well-run club. So guys, this is going to end today's video. I'll be back tomorrow for another one, previewing the UEFA Conference League final between Fiorentina and West Ham. So please guys, smash the like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Peace.